Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Bones TV series. Bones is an American crime procedural drama television series that aired on Fox in the United States from September 13, 2005, until March 28, 2017, for 246 episodes over 12 seasons. The show is based on forensic anthropology and forensic archaeology, with each episode focusing on an FBI case file concerning the mystery behind human remains brought by FBI Special Agents Seeley to forensic anthropologist Dr. Temperance Brennan and the personal lives of the characters. The rest of the main cast includes Michaela Conlin, T.J. Thyne, Eric Millegan, Jonathan Adams, Tamara Taylor, John Francis Daley, and John Boyd. Created by Hart Hanson, the series is very loosely based on the life and writings of novelist and forensic anthropologist Kathy Reichs, who also produces the show. Its title character, Temperance Brennan, is named after the protagonist of Reichs' crime novel series. Similarly, Drive. Brennan in the Bones universe writes successful mystery novels featuring a fictional forensic anthropologist named Kathy Reichs. Bones is a joint production by Josephson Entertainment, Farfield Productions and 20th Century Fox Television. The series is the longest-running one-hour drama series produced by 20th Century Fox Television. On February 25, 2016, the series was renewed for a 12th and final season, consisting of 12 episodes that premiered on January 3, 2017. The series finale aired on March 28, 2017. Premise. The premise of the show is an alliance between forensic anthropologist Dr. Temperance Brennan and FBI Special Agent Seeley Booth. Brennan is the central character and team leader of the fictional Jeffersonian Institute Medico-Legal Lab, a federal institution that collaborates with the FBI, mirroring the real-life relationship between the FBI and the Smithsonian Institution. Set in Washington, D.C., the show revolves around solving federal legal cases by examining the human remains of possible murder victims. Dr. Brennan and her team provide scientific expertise, and Special Agent Booth provides FBI criminal investigation technique. In addition to the prospective murder cases featured in each episode, the series explores the backgrounds and relationships of its characters. An important ongoing dynamic between Brennan and Booth is their disagreement about science and faith. Brennan argues for science, evidence, and atheism. Booth argues for intuition, faith, and God. The series is also known for its dark comedic undertones, featuring human bodies in advanced state of decay, which serve to lighten the gravity of the show's intense subject matter. Conception. The concept of Bones was developed during the latter part of the pitching season of 2004, when 20th Century Fox approached series creator Hart Hanson with an idea for a forensics show. Hanson was asked to meet with executive producer Barry Josephson, who had purchased the rights to produce a documentary on the forensic anthropologist and author Kathy Reichs. Although Hanson was reluctant about being involved in making a police procedural, he signed on and wrote the pilot episode after having an intensive meeting with Josephson about the show. As the show is based on the works of Reichs, the writers constantly involve her in the process of producing the episode's storylines. Although the show's main character is also loosely based on Reichs, producers decided to name her Temperance Brennan, after the character in Reichs' novels. Reichs has stated that she views the show as somewhat of a prequel to her novels, with the TV show's Temperance Brennan as a younger version of the novel's Temperance Brennan. In order to make Bones a unique crime drama in the midst of the multiple procedural dramas that already populated network television like the Law & Order and CSI franchises, Hanson decided to infuse the show with as much dark humor and character development as possible. Another element conceived for the show was the Angelotron, a holographic projector that provides a way to replace the flashbacks often used by other procedural shows. In addition to their expositional purposes, the holographic images, which are created by visual effects, brought a unique visual style to the show that the producers were looking for. Casting. David Boreanaz was the first actor to be cast in Bones. Series creator Hart Hanson described the actors who had auditioned for the role of Seeley Booth as pretty boy waifs. He immediately responded when the head of the studio, Dana Walden, suggested Boreanaz for the role. Boreanaz was offered the role, but was unenthusiastic about getting involved after a difficult meeting with executive producers Barry Josephson and Hart Hanson, even though he thought the script was well written. However, after the producers contacted him again to convince him to accept the role, Boreanaz agreed to sign on and was cast as Seeley Booth. Emily Deschanel was cast in the role of Temperance Brennan just before production began on the Bones pilot. After Deschanel finished the film Glory Road, the film's producer Jerry Bruckheimer recommended that she audition for Bones. Deschanel impressed Hart Hanson at her audition with her assertiveness. In a tense moment in the audition scene, David Boreanaz stepped closer to Deschanel, and Deschanel held her ground rather than retreating as most of the other actresses did. Hanson remarked that, in such a situation, 90% of actors would take a step back. Deschanel was subsequently cast in the role. Beginning with season 4, Zach Addy was replaced by a succession of lab assistants: Wendell Bray, Colin Fisher, Aristu Vaziri, Vincent Nigel Murray, Clark Edison and Daisy Wick. Scott Starrett is much older than the typical grad student. Marisa Coughlan guest starred in a few mid-season episodes as FBI agent Peyton Perotta, who was brought to the Jeffersonian as a temporary substitute for Booth when he was incapacitated. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.